Yo, JD here, Tyrolus, and as you can see, it's been a little while, been a week or so, actually 2 weeks since I did a video. I've been quite busy recently, but we are back with AOR Austria, and coming into this one I was really pretty confident because I actually really enjoyed this track, one of my favourites actually on the calendar, not necessarily in speed, as I'm pretty sure that was a corner cut there, so good start. But yeah, normally it's this track I do enjoy quite a bit, and this season my qualifying, same with last season, I just don't know what it is in this game. I just can't qualify at all. In practice, when obviously the pressure's off, consistently do quite good times. Silverstone this weekend, which is already passed, and you'll be able to see that coming up in the next few days. I think at Silverstone on the medium tyres I was doing 30.0s, 31, 30.1s, even in the 29s. And then I come down to it and I get at 30.6. So, you know, I think this lap here is not a particularly good one. I don't know what it's going to be. It's coming up to 5, 6, 7. So 7.7 is not a disaster, but not great. I think the best I've done is a 4 as we're moving on to the start of the race now. So, yeah, clearly we didn't improve on that. I think I've made quite a big error in the next lap. Formation lap here. And, yeah, starting in 14th, and I think I've started most of the time outside the top 10 because, yeah, I just keep bottling every single qualifying lap. And the race pace seems pretty good, and then practice for this one it did seem good as well. And we're definitely going to be doing the one stop here, which a lot of people didn't actually know about too well. So we're going to try and make it work. Starting on soft tyres, which I actually will. It's the soft tyres, yeah, soft tyres, which I actually didn't mean to do. It's not meant to start on the super soft rather than soft, but a little bit of collision there. Haven't made up many positions. We've got Martin behind us as well. I think we're going to go to 13th now, which we do. Sorry if I sound a little bit out of breath. Got the fan off in my room and it's literally like an oven in here, so I will try my best to not sweat through the mic, if that makes any sense. But into 12th place now, and I think Ryan's now come up ahead of us a little bit again alongside, so I'm going to try and make a move down to this. And the one stop, I'd say, is probably about 5 to 6 seconds quicker, or something like that. So if we could stay relatively close to the guys in front, then we could have a chance of actually having a good result around here. And as I said, the race pace definitely seems pretty good, which has found most tracks this season. I think the race pace is definitely better than last season, but I don't know what it is about this game. Being honest, I just don't really click with this game. Just the handling model, just the way you have to drive it, because I love all the realism and stuff like that when it's coming more towards realism, but on previous games I know it sounds kind of cheap in a way, but where you could push all the time and just not worry about anything else apart from just your own driving and how you drive, because I like to push 100%. If I can't really coast or really manage myself too well, I always like to just go flat out as much as possible. In this game you can't do that, which is good. As reversal was I don't know what, I think there's a massive lag that was going on there. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, this game it just doesn't really seem to suit how I drive too well, which is a shame. But you know, hopefully in future games they do suit me more. As reversal is actually going out wide, and that's up into 10th place now, so we're actually in a points position now. And but yeah, as I was saying, I just feel this game I just can't. For me personally, I can't push 100% of the time. I never really feel like I've pushed 100% at full race distances. Luckily, I don't know who that was. We almost used the car. I think that was Lucky Dog there, and we actually ghosted. So thank God he actually ghosted through there, because that would have been a certain DNF. As we'll go trying down the inside now. So it's really important to get this move done. And we're going to 6th place here, so we've actually made up quite a few positions. Starting 14th on the lap 6. We're in 6th place, and I think the guys ahead of us are going to be pitting now, so that's going to be us into 4th place. Try and navigate away around these guys, and I think, you know, who else is pitted? I think we're going into 3rd place at this point. Oh, actually, I think everyone has actually pitted, so we're actually going to take the lead off the race, and we've only got to make one more stop after this. The guys behind us, you know, they're going to be a fair distance behind us. So right now, we are in a very, very good position, and we've got to make sure we try and get out of the DRS's Falcon, if we can do that, and try and let him hold Martin up, because that's what we're really hoping for. As the brake mark ball has been taken out from reversal on my screen anyway. We managed to break away from Falcon a little bit and from Martin. Well, as you know, we're actually saying that he's right behind us now. And at this point, it was looking really good because Flynn's gone across the line. So he's quite a way behind if he's the race leader at the moment, or under the pit stops, under the first pit stop guys has done that. But it's looking really, really promising for us. And I think, well, we didn't actually practice the whole race, but on these tyres, I know they can do 20 odd laps. Or I know that the Super Soft can only do like 12 laps, as Martin's gone down the inside of us. So lucky we didn't get any damage there. But at this point, I just wanted to follow him. I didn't really want to do anything silly at this point because he's really, really quick around here. And the setup I'm using, I don't think it was a really good choice because I was just losing. As soon as my tyres went off, I just couldn't stay with Martin. And I'd say, hands down at the moment, he's definitely the best pad player in the game. And I'd say by distance. So make sure you like the video of mine. But yeah, the setup I was using really stiff anti-roll bars, which is really good on changing direction, but in terms of tyre wear, it really does shred it. So I was really, really struggling at the end of each stint on this. And coming out of the pits now on the super soft tyres, we've got 12 laps to go, which would be quite comfortable. We're out in third place, but now coming into fourth, and we've got Falcon ahead of us, and he's on our soft tyre, and we should be catching up to him pretty quickly because these tyres are going to be much, much quicker. We've got a little bit of engine damage as well, which I noticed. If you get a tiny bit of engine damage, it really does cost you a lot of time, to be honest. You lose so much time. Well, when someone's in the slipstream behind you, it's very, very easy for them to overtake. I'd say probably maybe a couple or a few tenths a lap, I'd say you lose, which is, in a league like this, and winning that competitive as Falcon actually lets us pass, which I'm really, really grateful for. Obviously, he thought he couldn't stay with me. But we're moving on to lap 34 now, and we got the Flying Finn catching us, and I think he actually pitted on the same lap as us as well. He's caught us by about 3 or so seconds in like 10 laps, because his pace is just quicker around here, and we're struggling on the tyres as well with the engine. It's, you know, and we're losing the car now, and you can see the tyre wear, it's not looking too good at the moment, as Martin's pulled out quite a big lead ahead of us. So we just didn't really have the pace. I think it's mainly down to the setup, but I felt I was driving well. The car was just always wanting to get away from me. As you can see here, it's a little bit difficult on the traction. And now we've actually got a battle with the Flying Finn, which is something I've wanted for quite a while now. We've never actually had a chance to really be together on track. And I said to him in the pie afterwards, when I saw the gap he was behind me, I was actually kind of hoping he'd catch me. I know it sounds crazy for me to say that. I don't think I would ever have said that a couple of years ago, but I was actually wanting him to catch me, to actually have a bit of a battle, to be honest, because I think in this league he's the best driver. I think he is the best driver in this league. The way he drives is super, super smooth on the wheel, which makes me definitely want to just keep, actually really give my wheel a go the more I watch it. But I just don't really want to, I don't know, just the amount of free time I have, I just don't want to spend it grinding this game in particular, because it's not my favourite F1 game. If the next game is absolutely insane, then who knows, we could do it. But now we're coming on to, well, we're on the penultimate lap now, and I was really, really determined to beat him here, to just try and make it as exciting and as difficult for him as possible. But obviously, knowing he's a championship leader, I don't really want to destroy his race, to be honest, as much as possible. I wasn't, you know, I'm not going to just, like, you know, if I was in the championship fight, then clearly, but I'm not in the championship fight at the moment. So we're not going to do anything too stupid, but we're not going to make it too easy for him as well. So coming into this, and you can see we're a second down, or 1.5 seconds down. I think that's from our best time. So you can see how much our tyres are going off here. And he is on the same like fresher tyres. We're going to defend slightly here. If he's thinking about doing a move, so really try and cover a line. Make sure you get a good exit. That's something I say in defending. Always make sure you get really good exit on the traction. Just really slow it down. If you have to, slow it down the apex so they have to go slower as well. He's not really going to go for a move here, so we're not really going to defend this too hard. Really important now, we get a really good exit of here. It's super, super important, which we do. We do get quite a good exit, but he's got equally as good exit. And at this point, we should have moved to the right. We should have forced him around to the left. But with the engine, you can see he's going to go down the inside. I was just going to give him the space, try and get a good traction now. So try and get as good traction as we did, or try and get better traction we did last time. He's actually gone on the grass, so we're going to go alongside him. But to be honest, that doesn't really help us too much, because he's got DRS. And we had to move out of his slipstream, so we couldn't actually carry that momentum. But we're still not going to give up on this last lap. Try and get good traction up here, which you do, but it looks like it's not going to really be enough. We're going to see now if we go to wide, which he just slightly. We're going to try and do what we did to Falcon. We've actually hit him, and we've gone on the grass. And yeah, that's the end of that little mini battle, which I did enjoy quite a bit, because I haven't really had a chance to battle him on this game yet, so well done to him. And I know this race was quite short, there wasn't really too much that went on this time, but Silverstone next race is a pretty good one, so I'm hoping to get up much quicker than I did this one. Just want to say thank you so much recently for 19,000 subscribers, and just all the support I continue to get. I still have people that message me and stuff when I go in like lobbies and stuff, and from like season 8 and like 7 and 10, like it really humbles me that people actually still message me, and that even though I'm not doing too well in this game, which I haven't really had a good couple of seasons, but I am super competitive still, and I really do want to keep winning and just doing what I've been doing in the past. So thank you so much for that. Next video should be out fairly shortly, hopefully. So thank you so much, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.